Welcome to version 45 of Paragon. Today we're going to be looking at the heroes and see what changes have been made by Epic Games for this patch. This was the patch after the Christmas holidays, and let's see what they have adjusted for the heroes. It comes with a new Terra skin. Nice. Okay, all heroes got their jump pad animations now, so you can test those out and get distracted. Get late to lane again. Anyways, let's start with Aurora. Frozen Simulacrum. Okay, can't pronounce it. That is when she makes the clone and jumps off. Aurora is not untargetable until she lands, so when she jumps into air, you won't be able to hit her. Hoarfrost. Damage increased from 88, 117, 146, 176 to 99 to 146, level 2 not too big, 146 to 193, 176 to 240, plus a power split. That's good buff. 240 damage late game. If you get them with it, you will definitely be able to take them out. Okay, some animation improvements for the sword sculpture emote. Next we have Countess Feast. Ultimate Countess will not deal damage to heroes that are unstoppable if they are near Countess after the initial stun. This is interesting. I think this is referring to Terra when she uses her ultimate and she can't be stopped. So instead of just being walking off through her ultimate, she should still take the damage from the Countess ultimate. That's what I'm thinking this means. But yeah. Crunch, minor improvement to current sound effects. Okay, nothing much. Attack has slow bubble damage increase. Okay. Plus a significant scaling increase on the slow bubble. So the slow bubble is gonna hurt now. 391 late game. 135, 220. Yeah, this is probably the next ability you wanna max after your stasis bomb here now. Obviously the ultimate is first. But yeah, this is interesting. Grungle, red rounds. Damage increased, scaling increased. Went from 236 to 264 late game, 211 to 171 from 154 early game. It's okay, damage increase 38 to 43, 91. Yeah, it's not too big of a increase on a carry. You're still gonna kill them before you've used up the red rounds late game if you land all your shots. Then we have Gideon, minor improvements to Gideon's sound effects. Okay, that's nothing. Greystone, okay, cooldown went up for his ultimate. Mid game is not too significant. Late game is going to be 80 seconds instead of 60 seconds. Plus his health overall went down as well. So it's slightly less tanky, but still there. It's just before the last patch was 80 seconds as well, so it's probably somewhere around that pace again. Grimax, damage increase from 88, 140, 193, 246, 299, 158, 216, 275. Oh, plus a scaling increase. That's interesting. So the displacement blast is gonna work decently well to finish people off mid game. Because yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, you should be able to finish low health enemies off with this if you can land these, of course. Then general base mana per level, base mana regen per level increase, so the overall mana pool of Grim went up as well. Excuse me. So in late game you're gonna have 6. Alright, that's 120 plus the 332. That's 452 mana late game. His base mana once he gets to level 20. That's interesting. Plus the shields cost no mana, so you should be able to use abilities more frequently. And great, that's nice, good to see. Sound effects and emote improvements. Quang. Yeah, he needed this nerf, definitely. In late game it's more significant than early game. It's interesting, this is good. Plus, in the laning phase, if you're off laning against a Quang, he's gonna have slightly less health and slightly less health regen per level. That means that other offlaners might be able to beat him here. Yeah, definitely a good change. Malika just has some visual effects. Mario. Right, the cooldown increase on that. Okay, interesting. Serenity, the slow has gone down, and concentrated ground cooldown increased from 9 seconds to 12, 11, 10, and 9. Okay, this is interesting. So instead of spamming Ruin's abilities, now you're gonna have to think about when you use them and how to use them. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to time Ruin's abilities better now. Plus the slow has been decreased to 2.5 seconds. Yeah, still no damage adjustments to the Q. Alright, now Bash is next. Thunk. Damage increase from 88 to 99, 142 to 152, 193 to 205, 246 to 257. Right, they've increased the damage on his Q and some visual effects. That's interesting. So damage increase for Nabash, damage increase for Decker. So Sports getting damage buffs. Oh, we have Phase is getting damage buff as well. Plus the Energy Lance is getting its. Oh wow, there's a scaling. And late game it's gonna be 340 damage. Early game 130. Imagine you land that route early game and you start with something like Poised Aggressor. If you land the route and your carry follows up nicely, this is immediate kill. Definitely interesting. Hyperflux, the cooldown has been decreased to 120, 105, and 96. Not too big of a decrease, but still appreciated to be able to use their abilities more often. Bringing it in lane with Muriel, because right now if a Muriel and any carry engages on you, you used to be pretty much dead. Over here you're making sure that all the other supports do a good damage compared to Muriel now, because Muriel's Q and shield were just broken. You could save her carry as well as put out so much damage. Rampage next to Rumble. Ooh, damage decrease. Okay. It's just more of a late game, mid game nerf, not too much. Okay, the scaling has been decreased significantly as well, so okay, yeah, this is quite a nerf on him. Plus the enrage cooldown has gone up, and the duration of enrage has decreased as well. Okay. So you're gonna have to use it more smartly now. You can't just randomly enrage, and it doesn't last that long either. So if you're patient for 10 seconds and can play around him, you can burst him down after. Interesting. Okay, Hellfire rounds no longer count as an ability class. Yeah, it's passive. It shouldn't have. Yeah, yeah. Richter, Electrocute. Okay, minor reduction in the Electrocute for Richter. Sparrow. General balance. Basic attack damage has been decreased, and attack damage per level has been decreased. Okay, that's enough on Sparrow. Was currently the strongest carry. Quite enjoyed playing her, but oh well. Let's see where she stands now. She still does. Pretty sure she will still be pretty relevant, but yeah, this is a bit of a nerf. Steel, Bulwark. Mana cost decreased from 100 to okay. So you'll be able to use that more often. And again, health regen and health has been decreased. Okay, overall for the offlaners, they're trying to make them slightly less tankier, I guess. With the Quang nerf, the Grayson nerf, and now the Steel nerf on health as well. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, Terra. Counter Guard. Now blocks damage from card control from cards with CC. Okay, makes sense. Okay, Cryogen, because yeah, it's on top of an ability. No blocks to slow from Hunter's side, and do damage over time from Stinging Orb. Okay, makes sense. Okay, basically just blocking attacks that weren't being blocked earlier. Cooldown has been decreased from 12, 10, 8, and 6 to 8, 7, 6, and 5 seconds, and the mana cost down to 25. You should be able to spam this now quite regularly. That's interesting. Ruthless Assault. Mana cost has gone down as well. Interesting. Early game in 60, 65, 70, 75. Okay, roughly in this range from 80, 90, 100, and 110. That's quite good. Defending command, mana cost has been decreased from 90 to 75. Okay, overall. And then Unstoppable Force, the cooldown has been decreased. So basically on Terra, I want you to be able to use the abilities more often now. reducing cooldowns and some mana cost. That's quite interesting. Increases the outplay potential on here. You can use the abilities more often. Interesting. The Fey Harvest Nettle's got no nerf, nothing. Only the exploit with the Reaper card, Tireless Reaper card is now taken out. Okay, no scaling adjustments, nothing on the Fey. Brave is next. Our Bugbear back it up. Wukong. Oh yeah, he's back in the edit, that's good. Because his Staff of Legend was broken. He was away 3 weeks. And once he comes back and he gets enough. Scaling decreased, damage decreased, yeah. It is enough to stun. And his overall basic damage. He is a melee hero, a melee carry, so we'll have to wait and see how this goes in the game. Anyways, Yin is next. Oh, okay. Yin can no longer detect enemy behind fog walls without having vision. Okay, that made sense, but what about a buff for Yin? No buffs for Yin, nothing. Yeah, I guess this is it. Yeah, they've decreased the health on most offlaners, and most offlaners have decreased the health on Greystone, Quang, and Steel. And other than that, I've buffed the damage on all of the supports, especially Deca, Phase, and Marvesh, those three. So the Thunk, the Lance, Energy Lance on Phase, and the Slow Bubble on Deca, these abilities are going to start to hurt if you combine them now. And they should stand more of a chance when being against Myriad support now, which has cooldown increase. It's interesting. Yeah, that's on the heroes. Let's see how this goes.